2 albums, amazing albums, neither of which I own on vinyl. But this community would have a nuanced opinion due to the majority of Slash Vinyl members being willing to pay a pretty penny for analog anachronism. That is to say, we love music here. I do own these 2 records on CD, which is why I'm here. One day I put Led Zeppelin 3 into my vehicle's CD player, and there it stayed. For a long time. Yes, fellow audio adventurers. Those of you old enough, broke enough, or analog obsessed enough to have a CD system in your vehicle, and CDs to play through those tinny, or perhaps beefed up tweeters, likely know why I would only listen to one CD for so many journeys. A defect in the object. A deck with a weak pull-out game. Tracks check in, but they don't check out. Are you going to make me spell out for you? All right, fine. I have ejectile dysfunction. I rub my deck. I slap my deck. I sweet-talk my deck. But alas, only a surgeon could cure this condition, and I have not the copper to cop up for a master of electrically engineered arts. I got lucky a few years ago. It was a warm, sunny day. My self-diagnosed chromesty associates the color yellow the opening siren and upbeat flow from Be Real in I Want to Get High. And so it's Sunday, Black Sunday, and Monday, and Tuesday, many days, many moons, a solar cycle. But finally, Reddit readers who have woefully made it this far, finally, this poor circumstance of entropy and poverty has bestowed spiritual prosperity. I would rather listen to Black Sunday on a desert island. Dare I say, Black Sunday is an album of equivalent greatness and artistic importance to that which dons the annals so esteemed as Led Zeppelin's disguised greatest album behind the more renowned Led Zeppelin 4. I felt sick when I thought it, much like my father must have felt when he heard the lyrics of my hip-hop records when I was younger. It felt immoral, blasphemous, like when someone taints a pure and holy vestige of Mary Jane with amphetamines. Personally, all my pot dealers want to be drug dealers. Wet weed, lace weed, overpriced scrag. And one time I wanted weed so bad, I bought weed that literally smelled like dog shit. Labrador, man. It felt like taking a shit on the White House lawn, on the Pope's throne, on Benjamin Netanyahu's genocidal head. Difficult when his head is so far up his ass he had forgotten the pains of his ancestors, along with the less globally influential victims of the tragedy of the Holocaust, which is being repeated now by the Israeli state in an equally devastating form, such as Roma, homosexuals, disabled people, those whom I would call my people just as surely as any Jew or Palestinian who doesn't, align themselves with malicious intent of church and state. Okay, the first 2 situations feel wrong, but as a Canadian, the rest would feel like justice in this twilight time marked by imperial tyrannical crusade. Sorry, I digress. Likely in the wrong subreddit. This is about music. I love music. It started with a friend's theme song, dancing with my dad in gleeful joy full of autistic whimsy. Then it was my mom explaining that Eminem was very angry with his ex-wife because she slept with another man. Yeah, insert expletive. We're swearing in my active mental vocabulary at 6 years old. Right, I won't listen to Kim on the Marshall Mathers LP. I had thought to myself on the edge of my bed with a Discman. It wasn't until Paint It Black, Sunshine of Your Love, and Black Magic Woman set my destiny to don jackets of leather and jean and take hold of the string of axe. Oh yes, it started with 6 buttons and plastic as I emulated Legends of Rock, but would soon progress to 6 strings and enamel wood over time. I worshiped Led Zeppelin, true gods of rock, progenitors of metal, and sinners made saints to have walked away with their souls and integrity intact when their heart no longer kept time due to alcohol-induced asphyxiation. Rip Bonzo. Led Zeppelin 3 is a testament to all that we who preach how music was better back then. Music was better, or maybe we remember the best or most popular music. I rarely listen to hip-hop. I don't like soft rappers. I don't vibe with hardcore rappers. I'm too white for Zulu Nation idealism, and I'm as slow-witted to follow along to anyone who gets past mumbling and refines linguistic technicality into sheer force of talent the greats embody nowadays. But Black Sunday is an amazing album. It was my mom's CD she picked up at a thrift store, and we listened to it in her van with a Bob Marley sticker we stuck on the bumper. Now I listen to that CD when I don't feel like hearing classic rock on the radio, YouTube on my speaker, or cars is by, like waves on the beach. The beats are 90s boom bap gold. The flows are catchy, and the rhymes are witty and full of that dreaded reefer madness, as propagandist pariahs of hypocritical hubris would deem a song like Hits from the Bong. Classic rock and hip-hop are like apples and oranges. You can compare them to a point, but eventually you have to accept they're different and the same. New metal and New Kids on the Block are like French bulldogs. It seems like everybody loves them, but personally I find them grotesque, if only because I wasn't exposed to them until later in life and couldn't deal with the shock of seeing them everywhere. This belligerent piece of late-night keyboard banter does have a point. I am not young, nor am I old. I am part of a majority. I am part of a minority. I am conscious thought within flesh and blood. I am a number in a system. I am a human being. I am a global citizen. I am Canadian. I am the earth. I am ready to die. I am happy to be alive. I have been undergoing doublethink, where I claim objective respect and love for music with artistry and talent, as opposed to the hierarchy of what's popular, catchy, ever-present, and overplayed. I occupied a bigot mindset where, despite enjoying both, the greatest rock songs would always stand supreme over that which came later and in different form. I was wrong. We objectively hear sound. We subjectively listen to music. Both albums occupy places of esteem in my own and greater collective experiences. Both are testaments to greatness of craft and then relative modernity. My truck is an island. I chose to listen to Black Sunday, and I'm happy to continue listening to it, more so than if Led Zeppelin III were still my transportational hymns of salvation. I would rather listen to Black Sunday than Led Zeppelin III were it my only album on a desert island, if I even had a choice. Thank you if you bothered to read my cathartic rant. I'll now leave you even more irritated, intrigued, or insulted with paraphrased conjoined quotes. A lot of people ask me, am I afraid of death? Hell yeah, I'm afraid of death. I don't want to die yet. A lot of people think that I worship the devil, that I do all types of retarded shit. Look, I can't change the way I think, and I can't change the way I am. But if I offended you, good, 'cause I still don't give a fuck. A lot of people ask me stupid fucking questions. A lot of people think that what I say on a Reddit or what I talk about on Reddit, that I actually do in real life or that I believe in it. Or if I say that I want to take a steaming shit someone's spray tan reservoir, if only just to take some orange out of the hue, that I'm actually going to do it or that I believe in it. Well, shit, if you believe that, then I'll take a shit in your spray tan reservoir. You know why? 'Cause I am Canadian. A corny-looking white boy, scrawny and always ornery.